Alright guys, so today's flavor is Gorilla Mind White Frost. Probably tastes like a white monster. I definitely like those type of flavors, so I had to bring that. I had to rep that set. Cheers. Yep. Tastes just like white monster. Oh yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this leg workout. I am about to show you guys what I do before my leg workouts. Let me just turn on the lights because they never have these damn lights on. Don't know why, but you know, you can just talk to LA about it. Turn your damn lights on. Maybe they're just trying to save on the power bill, but hey, who knows? Anyway, guys, first off, shout out to my boy Jeff. Thank you for, you know, the advice about like how to start my workout videos. So I dedicate this video to him. When I get here for my leg workouts, I usually just stretch dynamically. And what I mean by dynamically, I'll show you guys in a bit. It's more for like performance, so you just won't get injured. And then obviously, you know, static stretching is holding a stretch, really loosening it up more. So you obviously don't want to get too loose before a workout. You know how powerlifters always say, stay tight, stay tight, stay tight. That's good, but to an extent, that's just saying to kind of keep your composure, keep your core locked. It necessarily doesn't mean like stay tight like this. But what I will say, once I get here, depending on what I'm trying to do for the day, if I'm trying to get warm really quickly, I'll sometimes hop on the treadmill, go for a quick little jog, just like 20-15 minutes. Nothing crazy, all depends on your goal. But dynamically, sometimes just grab your elbows, touch the floor. Oh crap! Touch the floor, lean to the other side with the elbow, other side as well. Touch the floor a little bit. Drop down to one knee. That opposite knee is going to come out. And you're going to just kind of crunch on down this way, working this part of the legs. Then you switch legs. You know, same regimen, left side, right side. So now you're going to get uneven or just injured in general. So lunge position, lean in, front of the quad. Should feel it, upper quad. After that, switch. You know, all of these are really kind of more performance based, just moving, giving it motion, because, you know, motion is lotion. So it's really good to just kind of move your body before the workout. You never just want to jump straight into it, because if you do, that's how injuries happen. That's honestly how I got so tight in my hips, and probably why I kind of, you know, had like a little injury with my lower back. So it's definitely not ideal to just not stretch before your workouts, guys. I definitely know that there can be a lot of bad influence out there, like with fitness influencers, just not really going into depth about how to start before your workout, because there's many ways to, you know, kind of attempt a workout. It's just kind of, you know, just going in and then maybe stretch after. If I'm in a rush, I do that, but I do not recommend that just because of the level that you're at. I don't know what level you guys are starting at. I don't want a beginner just coming in and doing whatever and then, you know, just saying like, oh, I did this, but I got injured because of you. So don't, you know, always do what I do. Just take into consideration that, you know, my experience level is a little bit higher. And obviously for a beginner, it's a lot more complex, because like there's so much more that goes into it. You know, just you balancing what's your stronger side, what injuries have you had in the past. You know, it all kind of just comes down to stuff like that. You know, like kind of like your resume on your body. But you know, sometimes you can hold on to something, and you can do leg swings. These are amazing. I personally like them. I used to not be able to do this at all because I just had very tight hips. I probably would be able to do this and it would be uncomfortable. But now, you know, with Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, it's definitely helped me, you know, just get a little bit more loose. Obviously, you want to be hanging on to something and really swinging it out so your hips get stretched. Leg swings back and forth. You can hold on to something, of course. It really just loosens this up. And you just never want to go cold into a workout, because I don't know about you guys. I'm 25. I've been doing this since like high school, and it's definitely been catching up, man. And I'm only 25. Obviously, fighting doesn't really decrease that, but it just amplifies it. Like after a fight, man, like I was literally limping at work. My manager saw the whole thing, so I know I got respect after that day. Yeah, nah, but I mean, seriously, like, you guys just need to take into consideration that your body isn't going to be, you know, like bulletproof. You really got to make sure to get that stretching and just moving in. So, to go over everything that, you know, I sometimes like to do stuff for my knees as well. Like, stuff that's good for your knees is obviously this one, but if you really do want to work your knees, what you can do is stay in a mid lunge position and hold that. I've been doing my research. They said you could do this and hold that, and that back leg of the knee should be kind of shaking after a while. But just holding that, I guess, kind of strengthens your knee a little bit more. And I definitely have been doing it just to hold it, man, because, you know, it's definitely good to work your knees, elbows, well, not elbows, but maybe, you know, knees. But no, I would definitely just make sure to work your whole body, man. Like, I definitely do work my ankles. I try to strengthen my feet as well, you know, just by doing whatever it is, footwork, cardio, because they strengthen your shins too, you know, just running. Little stuff like that, man. Little accessories and just little muscles really matter. All right, guys, now I'm gonna be showing you guys more of isolated stretches. This you obviously kind of want to do more a little bit after if you do want to do a little cool down. I wouldn't suggest doing these too deeply before a leg workout just because it's mainly to just loosen you up, brothers. So obviously you don't want to, you know, just be doing this like before every single workout. This one, it's good for the lower back, you know, this hip as well, because I feel it as I'm stretching over to this side. Then you're going to switch. I go about 10, 12, 15, depending how tight you are. I remember at the beginning, I would literally stay there and I would make sure to breathe, like big breaths, man. Like, make sure to fill up your lungs, because Andrew Huberman, that scientist, I don't know if you guys know him. If you don't, well, then you should definitely do some of your research on him, because he's a scientist, and I've really been kind of just looking more into his type of information, scientific. I believe in God, though, not in science. Shout out Nacho Libre. But anyways, this one is just, you know, for your hips. My boy Steve showed me this one. He's actually showed me a lot of, you know, just like lower back things to kind of just help with lower back discs, because I remember when I was struggling with it, that guy, man, he got me out of that hole. If it wasn't for him with experience from going to a chiropractor and showing me like a lot of like stretches, I definitely probably wouldn't have been able to get my muscle back, been able to do a lot of things. But you're gonna drop your chest down to the knee. This is for the hips. It's definitely important to stretch your hips, guys. This way, guys, it's for the hips. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching this portion of the stretching video. Right now, we're about to go hit some legs.